Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading, so I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes. So the readings have a little bit of a therapy style to them, so that you can understand why your person's doing what they're doing and why you attracted this person into your life and what you could do to shape shift the energy. There's many different realities that play out at one time. Your level of consciousness depends on your core beliefs. Core beliefs were based on the experiences that you lived. And a lot of times we form behaviorisms that are in alignment with those experiences. And then what happens is the universe brings us the same test again. And if we handle it the same way that we handled it when we were children, a lot of times what that does is it blocks our energy. It actually sabotages us. So the habits and behaviorisms that you form to survive and emotional survival counts as survival to the subconscious mind. It doesn't care if it's physical, mental, psychological, emotional, it doesn't care. It sees it all the same. So again, those habits and behaviorisms that you created to survive are actually what sabotages you later on in life. So life is all about making sure that you're present so that you can catch yourself when you get triggered. But understanding why your situation is what why it is, you're not going to get triggered. And that's important because, again, many times when we get triggered, we just react. And then again, it's your reaction that creates your karma. So, like I said, when you're dealing with karmics, it's important to understand everything on a deeper level. All right. Now, I never know why Spirit decides to open up the reading the way that it does. It just does. Maybe there's a little bit of a message in there for what's going to actually happen within the reading. I don't know. Now, if any of you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out. It's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. And also know that anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, including the word of the video and coaching link, website link, you're going to find it in the description box. Guys, have to excuse me tonight. My stomach has been like not in a good way. I actually had to cancel a live stream the past couple of days because my stomach has just been really horrible. All right, so insecurity is the word of the video. I feel like you're dealing with someone that you never saw this person like this. You never saw this person like this before. I feel like you're connected to someone that when you knew them, they were really cocky. They were really confident. They were like on top of the world. They really thought who they were. But this person is really an insecure person. And if you were to see them now, you wouldn't even recognize them. And so I'm feeling like this person doesn't come to you because there's a part of them doesn't want you to see them like this. I feel like, yes, they acted like a jerk, but I feel like they didn't really want to like expect things to go to the extent that they went, meaning like how long you guys haven't talked, how long. But I feel like a series of things happened to this person while they were away from you. So again, there, which also make them insecure. So this person is insecure about their life, what their life looks like. I feel like this person's insecure also about approaching you. I feel like this person's not a good communicator. So again, that's the energy there. So let's see what it was like to deal with this energy. What were you dealing with? All right. Abuse. I feel like you just felt like this person psychologically and emotionally was abusive to you. I feel like they gaslit you a lot. I feel, oh, they cheated. So they said that they were single. They weren't single. They created major trust issues right from the beginning. Nothing but lies. I feel like this person was connected to someone when you met them. I feel like um, that they were just dishonest with you. Again, said that they were single, they weren't single, said that I feel like they gave off the impression that they had a lot of money and that they, were just very successful. And this is what I'm thinking is that this person was able to give off that facade because they were connected to somebody. So, here it is, this person's pretending that they own a business. Meanwhile, they own a business with somebody else. They pretending that they live in this house by themselves and they pay for it themselves, but meanwhile it's half their income. This person only posts on social media themselves. They stage it like they're a single person. And that's what it is. This person doesn't just lie like where they'll lie straight to your face. They omit, information. So it's again, you don't really know you didn't know who you were dealing with is what happened. This person like I feel like you thought that they were trying to create like an attachment. And I say that because they were really inconsistent. They were in and out of your life. When a person comes in and out of your life, it's called intermittent manipulation, right? So this person came into your life and they would again make it so that you get comfortable, I feel like sometimes they would praise you, and then other times they were like manipulative, and not just manipulative, but like cruel. I feel like they created a lot of trouble. It's like they like to create drama. So it's again, they like to trigger the people that they're with to be jealous. They want the person to fall all over them, to chase them, to show them that they desire them. And again, and they get that normally because they would create the facade that they had all this money and they were so successful and that they were a really good catch, but they're really not a good catch. This person's reckless. And I feel like being around them, you get drained, and that this person really um, feels like they don't really fit in anywhere. They're in a world of their own. And so that's why they really act aloof, meaning like, well, I could take it or leave it, take it or leave it. Well, thing is, they couldn't act like they had feelings for you because they couldn't really have this relationship blossom into anything because there was someone that they were living with, at the time. Now I don't feel like they're living. That's the irony, because this started off as when you met this person, they were very secure. But again, they created a lot of illusions for you to think that they were this great catch, when meanwhile, they were connected to somebody else. I want to pull from like a different deck. I want to see what do they think now? What does this person feel now? Obstacles. Like again, obstacles. And I feel like the obstacles are not enough money. I feel the obstacles are the obstacles that they put in their head. And it's also like this person has to come back and you have to see them for who they are, not for who they pretended to be. And there's a good chance that you're going to think that be disappointed in what this person shows you. It's like being promised like a trip around the world, and really like it's not a trip around the world. You get to go like to a trip down the block from your house. It's like it's it's a big difference. Like this person overcompensated, and a person overcompensates when they feel a lack, when they feel like there's something wrong with them. And again, this person feels out of tune. They feel like they don't fit in anywhere. They feel inadequate. So they create this persona. And this persona is, again, that they're this really, this person could have acted like they were a millionaire. They could have like rented cars, to give you the illusion that they own those cars, or they again they could make an okay salary, but with somebody else with two incomes, they make twice as much, so they're able to like you know, uh, present themselves as they're like this party person that likes to go travel, that likes to have this lavish lifestyle, when meanwhile, they're living way beyond their means, and they're deliberately showing you. So like a persona of who they want you to think that they are. So the obstacle, like I feel like, is this person. It's like, how am I gonna um how am I going to even like come to you like and present myself? And this is there's someone keeping me from you. So again, they're even though they're not with that person anymore, that person still has a hold on their life. Meaning, like whoever they were with, like, oh, you think that you're going to go off and have a happily ever after with someone else? Oh, no, you're not. You're going to like, you have to pay me for this. You have to pay me for that. I'm going to take you to court for this. I'm going to take you to court for that. Just one obstacle after another obstacle after another obstacle on top of what this person like perceives about how they treated you, who they are today, how they're going to be perceived. All that is obstacles for this person. That to the point that it's really creating like some mental health issues. Like where this person I feel like is like bipolar, manic right now because I feel like when you met this person, like I said, they were really in having a big ego, right? Like they really wanted you to think who they were, and they didn't treat you nicely. And so now, like I said, it's like whoever's with them now is doing everything that they were doing to you. So if they were gaslighting you, this person's the person that's their ex is gaslighting them. And maybe not gaslighting them like, hey, we're in a relationship anymore, but gaslighting them with their life. Like you have to owe me, you owe me this, you gotta watch the kids if there's kids, or just any little thing to like control this person's life and to make this person feel more insecure, inadequate, because I feel like whoever they were with, they were with them when they were like flirting with you and whoever else. I feel like you were not the only person. So we'll call that person the karmic, even though I don't feel like that person was a karmic. I feel like that person was in a relationship and it was like either a marriage, a live-in, a very long-term relationship where they were just treated like crap. And so your person didn't really care how they treated you because, hey, listen, they were never leaving that person. That person put up with a lot of shit until they didn't. When you were dealing with them, they were still connected. Now they're not. Their mental health is because it's like, what's going to happen to me? They have they're not going to have the money. They're not going to have the life. Like this person wants to ruin their life. It's like you ruined my life, I'm going to ruin your life. That's the energy there. I'm working up the courage to contact you. Yeah, because it's like, where's this person going to go? But know that this person is, like I said, they're out of the situation with that person. And now whatever they had, they don't have. They're not that same person, which is good in a way because they don't have that big, gigantic ego anymore. However, you're going to be dealing with a person that's pretty broken because that karmic, which we'll call them the karmic, but like I said, I don't think that they were a bad person. Um, Karmic to this, to the person that's connected to you because they messed up their life. Um, the that's really what it is. It's like now they're humble and they have nowhere else to go. And they remember that you were so nice and so giving and so whatever, rose-colored glasses, like you had rose-colored glasses on. Because let me tell you something, if you would have seen them when you like as who they are, you wouldn't at the time, you gave this person time, energy, and love and unconditional love, and they assume that they're coming back, that they're going to come back to the same person, or they hope that they're going to come back. You make me nervous. Well, it's because they know that you never came back. After this person did what they did, where you got whiffed at the fact that they were with somebody else, that they cheated, you didn't bother with this person. So, and that's the thing. It's like they don't know who they're gonna confront when they come back, when they talk. You make them nervous, but where else do they go? I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Yeah, because it's like at one time. So it's almost like now that whoever did what they did to them, now they're looking around to be with you. Now they're ready to be with you. But the thing is that they said that they were single when they first met you and they were not. And this person, I believe, lived with that person. I just like they were husband and wife. And then what wound up happening is that here it is, you're like, I want a relationship, or was putting in like you wanted a relationship. This person didn't want it. They're running around with multiple people. That karmic finally flips out, is like, you're cheating on me, you're disrespecting me. So now that karmic that was with this person for all this time finally flattens them, and their life is, again, they're not the same person. They're very insecure, and it's because I feel like this person did a lot of things to sabotage their life, but they sabotage their life. So now they're looking to come back to the one thing that made them feel secure, the one thing that showed them real unconditional love, but they should have been there to begin with. You inspire me in so many ways. I'm battling inner demons. So again, this person still like is afraid of losing you, but they still are a little bit in their ego. So they are going to contact you, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I believe that this person is working up the courage to contact you, but I believe again it's because hey, that situation didn't work out, and it's like they're gonna kind of make it like you guys met at the wrong time, but they're going to see whether or not you want to be with them and give them a second chance. That's some of it. Now, I'm going to pull. Now, this is a collective reading, so some of you guys will want to be with this person, and some of you guys will not want to be with this person. It's collective. But in this story, we'll see what you feel about this person. I feel like, again, you left when you saw them with someone, again, which, again, we knew that. That's why it didn't work out. I feel like, no, I feel like you don't react when people mention this person. And I feel like for a little while, you lost yourself for a while, like, because I feel like it was shocking to find out that this person who wasn't who you thought they were when the rose-colored glasses came off. That's what I feel like. So there's a sense like you're not going to expect it when this person comes back. You're not going to even know. You think that this person is gone forever. They're going to come back when you least expect it. And I feel like um there's a part, I don't think you're going to take this person back because it's almost like the consequences for this person's actions, like you feel like there should be consequences. And you almost feel like, what is it like you're coming back again because is it a power move? Like that this person's too strategic, that they don't really let people in to their hearts. is what I feel like. You're like, I don't really want that, connection. I feel like you don't really believe in the impossible, like you don't really believe in the possible. It would be too much of a gamble. So no, in this story, no, you don't take this person back because again, they were with someone else. They lied to you. It's like, yeah, they want to come back now that their life is it's not there, but the trust is gone, the innocence is gone. The loyalty wasn't there. I mean, that's how you see it. It's like, and you don't want to gamble with your life. You know that it would be too much of a gamble because this person didn't give you the time. They were too busy in a connection with somebody else that they probably weren't really even in a connection with. I feel like that karmic got fed up because they weren't emotionally getting what they needed. It was like they were with that person, but then they're seeing this person run around and hooking up with other people, whining and dining and pretending that they have this life of luxury and lavish while they're like, screwing everything that walks and hooking up and lying to just everybody, to these random people, to you, to the karmic, just to everybody. So it's almost like this person needs, again, there needs to be, as you said, consequences for their actions. That's why you're like, no, I'm not going to take back this person. It's like otherwise, there's a sense that you might inherit their karma. Right? I mean, listen, it's like you see how they treated everyone badly. That karmic wants to destroy this person's life. It's like they are not the same person who they were. It's like that facade came right off. It's like because the karmic is like, you're not going to do that on my back. You're able to create that life because I'm here, because I'm the one that's paying half the bills. I'm the one that's, keeping the shit running. And it's like, well, you're running around and pretending that you're single. And so you're just disrespectful. So again, we have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? Because you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. So we pull from this deck and we pull from this deck. Inner child, sometimes cards get stuck in. Don't want people to think I'm taking cards out. Okay, let's see, 6 cards out, a trauma. Well, there you go. That's rage, uh, crafts and creativity, innocence, water, play. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. It's funny because it's like the beginning is like, oh, the trauma and the rage. Ooh, it's obvious like when we have trauma. But then here it says like water is identifies with your unique individuality. It's the birthing center. It's who you perceive you are. We can go with the flow of life when we are grounded in our own life, when we're again loving our life. That second chakra is passion for life. So, and you get that through playing, which you didn't get to do. Because again, if you grew up in trauma, it means that, you had to do what emotionally and psychologically you felt was going to keep you safe. Living with an alcoholic, living with an abusive parent, living with just an angry parent that screams at you all the time. We're looking at the child self. And the child self is even more sensitive. And so growing up in an environment, even if your parent was an alcoholic, but they weren't abusive, but you inherit their pain, their behaviorisms, the trauma that we inherit our parents' trauma when we are young. Why? Because we are energetic beings. You're tapped into your parent and you can see whether their life is easy or whether it's hard. And if it's hard, you don't feel safe. You don't feel supported because your parent can't be there to soothe you. They're too much trying to survive. So again, trauma, I feel like some is just inherited, but that inherited to the point where when there's rage inside, but let me tell you, that means that that anger has been there for a long time. Two energies, love and fear. It doesn't feel good to stay in fear. So over time, what happens is rage is a much easier energy to sit in than fear is. Because if you're angry, you kind of feel stronger than you actually are. And so I feel like growing up in that environment where, again, it was traumatizing. Maybe parents fought all the time, and there was alcohol or drugs, or a parent, like one parent cheated all the time, or there was only one parent. It doesn't matter what the situation was, but the trauma and how you dealt with it was rage. And so the innocence was gone, is what spirit says. You weren't innocent. You weren't able to go out and play and find yourself. And so you didn't really, you went with the flow, but it wasn't your flow. And so again, water is the emotional center. Again, it's that second chakra, your unique individuality, who you perceive you are when you look in the mirror. And spirit says you're not your trauma. That trauma is holding up energy. The law of energy is energy needs to be transmuted. You can't just get rid of negative energy. You have to integrate the spiritual lesson, meaning learn, implement something new, a new habit, a new behaviorism, and then transmute that negative energy. And so that water is, that spirit says, you weren't able to go with the flow of life. We're able to go through anything in life. It doesn't matter what's happening. It could be a death, it could be some catastrophe, as long as you have a passion, because your mind can't be in two places at one time. And so spirit says, again, that was affected because you weren't allowed to go out and play. Again, children go out and play. That's how they find themselves. That's when they dream. They say, one day I'm going to be a hairdresser. One day I'm going to be whatever. It's like, but children that are in survival don't say that. They say, I hope that I'm going to be okay. I hope that mommy is not going to be angry today and that I'm not going to get screamed at for no reason. I hope I get dinner. I hope, again, survival. Much different from thriving, like be like childlike. Children don't have a care in the world. They don't care how things turn out. They don't have like an attachment. They're just in the moment, loving what they're doing. And Spirit says you weren't allowed to do that. So you weren't really allowed to find yourself. And so again, the crafts and creativity, I believe the child that survives thrives. So there's always that psychic creativity. However, um, and I do believe that you're creative and always were creative, but did you make that into anything? Did you feed it in the, like, your hobby, your interest, your creativity, so that it would manifest into something? No, because you weren't disciplined enough to do that because you were too busy surviving. So Spirit says during this time, to reparent yourself, it's really to go out and play, to again develop the second chakra more. And that's through your own unique individuality, your creativity, things that call to you, things that you're good at, your hobbies, your interests, things that inspire you. Spirit says to feed those. That's how you reparent yourself. Um, that's also how you can channel that rage, because just because the situation, you're not going through it any longer, you're still held on to that energy. And so the energy needs to be, trans for you to transform. That's really what that energy is for. It's to channel it into purpose. That's how you transform. So Spirit says right now, like inner sanctuary, connect to the safe, sacred place within yourself, retreat and rejuvenate. Meaning after this situation with this person, with their games that they played, it's like you don't want to jump back into a relationship, Spirit's saying. You want to take time out for yourself. You want to fill your cup up all the way again, and you can do that by reparenting yourself again, by going out and playing, by again finding your flow. Again, what's your purpose? What do you love to do? Where do you lose your time, your energy, your focusing, your money? That's what you look at when you want to see like who you are, like your unique individuality is based on again where your energy goes. It's like, and that's, your the water center. The water center is that emotional center. Well, it's also your individuality center. When we love what we do, we can go with the flow. And Spirit says, and you were creative. It's like, but you wouldn't think that you are because you didn't feed it enough. So there's a sense of detachment, and that happens when you go through trauma. You detach, you dissociate, you're not as present, you're not as consistent as in like creating. You're too busy surviving, you're too busy worried about, pleasing the people in your environment. And so again, the situation was to help you ascend life, to let go of who you were, to realize who you are, release the past. And so again, going through an experience like this and having the opportunity to say no to the person when they come back is actually a symbolization of you being like, I'm not that same person. Where the old you would say, oh, it's okay. I'll overlook it, but what this person showed you everything that they needed to show you, when they first met you. That person is there. Yeah, they're going to come back as a completely different person, but that person is still there. It's that they are not as confident. They're embarrassed. They're going to be embarrassed because again, you see that, but this person needs healing, and that's why Spirit's saying no. You're not on this vibration. You know that you deserve more. And Spirit says, and if you thought that this person was going to bring you love and the emotional fulfillment, Spirit says, no, you need to fill your own cup up and then fill it up all the way so that it overflows, so that whoever comes into your life is going to appreciate you, that you're not going to give them so much time. You know, being not so available, it makes a person have to work a little bit hard for it. This person didn't want to put any effort and they stayed in a marriage and lived a double life. They didn't want to stay in that connection, whether it was a marriage or a long-term like relationship, which might as well have been a marriage because person's with a person for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, that's a long time. But this person didn't want to be in that relationship. They wanted the security of it. They wanted to the perks of being in a two-income home without that emotional connection, and so Spirit's saying, no, you deserve a lot more. Because again, this would be a whole other trauma, that would definitely make you mad. Because again, making you feel as if when we get angry and we have rage, it's person knows what they're doing is only going to feed more rage. That's number one. And number two, it's like when we stay in an energy that we keep getting triggered by anger, it's like we're saying that we can't have that. We can't have a regular relationship when you can. Maybe not with this person, but who cares? This person's not on your vibration, is what Spirit's saying. It's like you don't see yourself the way that God made you. You don't see yourself as the vibration that you are. So Spirit says that you don't want to see your vibration compared to someone that's on a low vibration. This person came to you. They're on a low vibration. They are not on a high vibration. It's again, they like your life. They like everything that, that's of a high vibration now, especially that they don't have anything anymore. But Spirit says, no, you be with this person that it's going to affect you for sure. And it's again, no, you're on your soul's calling. You're listening to the whispers of your soul, guiding you, aligning your actions with your values. This is what Spirit's saying. This is why you're ascending life. You're on your soul's path. That's when you're co-creating with the universe. And that's by giving and receiving of love. So you're in the vibration of love. And that's when the universe is conspiring to bring you new people, new opportunities, new situations that are going to test you but are also going to fill you up emotionally and make you see yourself even more powerful, even from a higher perspective, because the universe's job is to bring you things that are going to help you heal so that you can evolve back into your original energy, which is unconditional love. So Spirit's saying you still saw yourself as that child that went through that trauma. You're not that person. You did work. And now it's about aligning your actions with your heart's true desires. Follow your passions. So again, become the energy of love by, again, when we're doing what we love. And that's when we're in our passion for life. Spirit's saying you need to do that to fill your cup up all the way. And then it's okay to have someone come into your life. Because guess what? If a person doesn't really have anything to offer and they have this energy where they're a liar and a cheater, well, they wouldn't waste their time with you because you're going to be too busy. Your life is too good. They have to go for someone that they perceive is insecure, that they perceive doesn't have as good of a life as they do. So again, at the time, you were not in your passion for life. You gave this person too much. You had rose-colored glasses on. You thought that they were someone that they weren't. And that's what happened. And that's why you wouldn't take this person back because they're a cheater. And really, the only reason why they're coming back is because they got dumped. And you'll never be able to trust them because again, they're all about strategy and planning and, you know, not in their heart center. So someone that emotionally doesn't connect either. So it's okay that they hurt you. Clearly, they were with that karmic for a long time and they didn't care how they were treating that person. That's why the karmic feels the way that they do. That's why the karmic is like like rip that mask right off of them, like that rip down the walls of this person's, the ego, made it smash into a million pieces because they're like, oh no, it's like you're not going to play me. Enough is enough. And so Spirit leads us off with one last message, which is always have hope, no matter the ordeal. Have faith in a better future, that you turn darkness into light. You open your heart to others and to God and become spiritually strong. Draw the light to you and shine with all your being. So Spirit's saying, like every situation is again to help you evolve back into your original energy, which is love and light. And that's every single one. No matter the ordeal, it's there to help you. Everything's in divine order, including this. Even though you'd say, this was a horrible connection, this person was a liar, this person, Spirit says, yes, they were. But you passed the karmic test. That's number one. So you can ascend life. You're about to like level up. You're about to evolve. And when that happens, new experiences come to you. Like I said, so you get to see yourself completely different because you get to experience new things, be around different people. And part of ascending also means that you have to let go of some people that are just not on your vibration any longer. And the only reason why you even attracted that person was because you had unhealed trauma and you were viewing yourself not the way the universe wanted you to perceive yourself, wanted to show you this is who you are, not this. It's like that's the only, because when dealing with this person, you're like, I deserve much better. And Spirit says, yes. Now walk as if you do. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.